When I have physical pain in my body, usually it pulls out tough guys in me or hard parts who are so good at ignoring it or just enduring it because that's what they were taught through torture. They were taught not to cry through the torture, they were taught to just endure it. But it's not always a helpful thing. Like, they are so proud of it, and they should be proud of it for how they got us through the torture, that we couldn't have gotten through it without them. And they helped us survive what felt like the unsurvivable, the unbearable, the incredibly high amounts of pain that we had to keep switching and creating new folks inside to endure. And the tough guys endured so much of it, most of it. But now that we're not being tortured and abused anymore, when we have pain, it's a good idea to pay attention to it and then try and change things. But as soon as there's a pain signal, the tough guys in me and the hard parts are like, they're coming out even partway in my body without my paying attention to it even. So they're fronting with me and they are like, okay, we're just going to ignore that pain or we're just going to endure it. And even in small ways. So my neighbor gave me a pair of boots, which was wonderful because I had a pair that leaked. And she said that I needed to tie it up tightly because she, like more tightly than I did when I was trying them on with her. So when I wore them yesterday for my walk on the trail, I had tied them really tightly and every step it was hurting, but I had parts of me that were doing the ignoring and the just endure. And I didn't even come into our brain that we could actually loosen the ties, like take a moment and loosen the ties, even though we were walking with someone for like more than half the time. We could have just taken time to loosen the ties and alleviate the pain. We just endured it. And when I got home, we took off the boots. But that night, like last night when I got into bed, suddenly I noticed like it hurt so much. It was such strong pain. And I looked down and there was this giant red, I guess it's a bruise. And like it hurt even having the sheet go on my ankle. But suddenly I'm feeling it because the tough guys decided to like, that's enough for the day, right? You don't need us anymore. But I want to work with them and with all of us inside to notice when there's pain and not just endure it, if there's a way that we can. On the other hand, I also do appreciate how they help me ignore the amount of pain I have in my back and my neck and my shoulders from arthritis, which much of it I think is a direct result of the torture. I am grateful that they help me get through the day. So it's a contradiction. I'm grateful for them doing their job, and yet at other times I wish they weren't as much because there's some pain that we can do something about more. It's a contradiction, but I do feel like I still need to work on it with them, or that we need to work on it together, that when there's pain that we actually can do something about, we should try and pay attention to it and not just endure it. And they feel so proud of it. And I know I'm so grateful that they helped us survive the torture. And they should feel proud of that then. But now we need to change it a little.